everybody, Ronaldo Wafferman here with the Arkaos KlingNet video manuals and exclusive video series of Gear It First. Today I want to talk to you about the KlingForce LED and how to connect it to the power supply. Now, if you've not seen what the KlingForce LED by Arkaos is all about, make sure you guys check out that video list. You can also see more info at gearitfirst.com. Now, Arkaos recommended this power supply, so I actually went ahead and ordered that. And if you watch the original video, I talk a little bit about how power works with the KlingForce LED. This does not have a built-in power supply, helps keep the cost down. Plus, it depends if you're gonna use a 5-volt or a 12-volt power supply. Now, in this case, I got the Meanwell HRP 455, and there's a link in the description below for that. But what's cool is with this power supply, it delivers 5 volts at 90 amps. Now you need a special cable really that will give you your DC connection as well as your voltage sensor. And the voltage sensor is already automatically wired with this special cable that Arkaos made. So one end goes into the Phoenix connector there, and it also screws in, which is a nice touch, and the other end goes gets wired here. Now we've got 3 individual output connections, so we've got 3 positives, 3 negatives. We're just gonna wire into the 2 center ones. And on the back of this Meanwell power supply, we've got our line, neutral, and ground. So we're gonna go ahead and wire that first. One of the nice things that I like about this unit is that there's a plastic shield covering the front. It, obviously prevents something touching it that shouldn't be, and it slides out fairly easily. So we're gonna slide that out. So let's just go ahead and so once that's all wired in, you just want to check underneath just to make sure that nothing is touching. And we're going to take this little guy right here and slide it back on. There we go. Now let's look at the other side. One of the important things when designing your install is figuring out how you're going to install both the power supply and the actual KlingForce box. Now the KlingForce box has mounting holes where you can mount it in. The power supplies usually do not. I actually dropped from back when I used to do car audio, and that was one of the things about amps. A lot of amps did not have a way to mount. There was no mounting holes, so we actually made brackets to mount it into the false floor. And obviously as an installer, I'm sure you have your own way of doing it, but because it's a little bit different than the traditional system, especially with the KlingForce LED being all enclosed but easy to access, I personally like to keep mine separated. So we have these cables here. So I'm gonna do one row of my power supplies and then my KlingForce LEDs directly underneath, as opposed to a side-by-side. Just a little thought that I wanted to kind of mention out loud. So again, same thing, we're gonna slide this out. And now we're gonna take the included power supply cable and we're gonna plug all the ends in. So I'm going to start with these guys first. Once we're done with that, we're just going to take right here, just pop these in, wiggle each cable, make sure we are good. All right, perfect. And then we have our DC sensor right here. We're just going to go ahead and slide that guy right in. Done. Plugging this in is fairly easy using the included Phoenix connector. Just slides right in. And then you can use a much smaller screwdriver, precision screwdriver, and lock that in. Once you plug it in, you should hear the relay click on the power supply. You'll see that little LED light turn on there. And we have power and a standby status light ready to go. Our next step is to connect this to our computer. Whether you're using a 5-volt or a 12-volt power supply, your steps are the same, and this guy will automatically recognize it and switch it for you. Now regarding connecting the LEDs and choosing the protocols, I'm going to cover that in another video. I'm going to be using Arkaos LED Master, but you can also do this with Grand VJ and Media Master Express or Pro. And you'll be seeing more and more videos rolling out from gearitfirst.com. Again, my name is Ronaldo Wafferman. Thank you guys so much for watching. Any questions or comments or requests, please leave them in the messages below. Have a great day and God bless.